and he reads like half of it and then ignores. But I was so bored and he was reading that I started like picking, and there was something that was like, thoughts are the poop of the brain. And I love that because it's so true. Hi, this is Iris.
And this is Sophia.
And you're listening to Undressed.
Hello.
Hello, y'all.
Hello, y'all. Happy Monday or whatever day it is that you're listening to this.
Hope you have a very successful week.
Because today is gonna be all about success.
Success is a hard word to say. I feel
Success, I think we're gonna be at the end of this episode like, you know, when you say a word so many times that it loses meaning?
yeah.
So I think it's gonna be
Either
that.
we're gonna say it better or worse
Or
by
success.
saying it a lot.
Success. So yeah, today the episode is gonna be about mindset to success. And we want to basically touch on what does success mean to us, if there's a magic way to achieve it, if there's things you can do to more easily achieve it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think
Exactly.
that's it.
I feel it's hard to define success because it can mean so many different things to a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And I don't know, usually you imagine that success comes with a lot of feedback, right? So a lot of
Yeah.
sales, a lot of
Yeah.
followers, a lot of money.
Yeah. If you just say the word success to me, I immediately see like a guy in a suit in a like high company.
Yeah, because that's what society kind
Yeah.
of like made that image for that word. But
Yeah.
truth is, success can be a lot of different things, and it doesn't need to be like millions of sales. If you sell like one thing a day and that's enough for you to live, you can consider that
Yeah.
success
I
to you.
agree.
Yeah.
Like you can have your little coffee shop that you worked your ass off to be able to achieve, and it can help you like live. It can be
Yeah.
enough for you to live, and I think that's success, to be honest. And
Same.
and yeah, just being happy, to me, that's what success is. But yeah, I know that to some people it's completely different.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's hard for others to evaluate your success because if you're happy with, yeah, your little coffee shop, but you can't afford certain things,
Yeah.
you know, like a good school for your children, maybe other people will look at you and think you're not successful.
They're not successful.
But the truth is, it's about what you feel. Yeah. And it's very connected with happiness. I think you're correct. So, what's success to you? Do you think
Yeah.
you're successful, first of all?
I think so. I think I am, because I'm at a point in my life where what I do allows me to live, and I don't need help from others.
You're independent, basically.
Yeah. And I think to me, success is a lot connected with independence as well. And yeah, independence and happiness.
Yeah, it
I
would
think
be
so.
kind of hard to consider yourself successful if you're depending on
someone.
another. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I think you're successful too.
Oh, I think you're successful too.
Oh, thank you.
And for you, what is success?
Yeah, I think mostly the same. I have success in my career, and I think I have it like in all other things in life, you know, like you can have a success in your relationship.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think when I feel happy with the things that I'm doing in my lifestyle, I feel happy with them. And I don't have anything that I desperately want to achieve. I feel
Yeah.
fulfilled.
Yeah.
Of course, I always have like new projects that I want to work on. This is one. Of course, I would love this podcast to be super huge, but I don't feel less successful because it's still not on that level or
Yeah.
whatever. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I would say I'm successful. But what does it mean to all the other humans? I think is a lot related with like money and career, though.
Yeah, I think so. And a lot to do with uh, being able to afford loads of things and having a lot,
Hmm.
you know? Uh, I don't think being successful. Here we
There we
go.
have
Here we
it.
go.
First time of the episode.
I don't think being successful is connected with having what you need to be happy. I think it's connected with having a lot.
Yeah. So you think if you draw a line of like the level of success for society is like a really high level, like
Yeah.
celebrity status,
Yeah. I think so.
like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Exactly. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and sometimes even like we talk here about imposter syndrome, and I think it relates here that sometimes that syndrome doesn't let you acknowledge your own success. So
Hmm.
you never think you're like at that point yet.
Hmm. I agree. And I think that when you let yourself allow yourself to think that you are successful, you always have that little voice that's like, no, you aren't.
Yeah.
Like, you could be more, you could do more, you could earn more. And when you do that, that's when you're going to be successful. But then it's always like that, always looking for something more and more.
Yeah, and sometimes it always has to do with comparison, you know.
Hmm.
So imagine you have like a lot of siblings, or maybe just one, and your sibling has that lifestyle, like I don't know, not Cristiano level, but like CEO of a company, having like a
Hmm.
lot of money,
Hmm.
whatever, and you can feel successful at a I don't know 10 stages lower in terms of like money getting in, or even not everyone wants to be like a CEO, you know, so you
Yeah.
might be happy with your little
Yeah.
coffee, but at the same time maybe you never feel as successful because you know there's someone higher
Yeah, that's
always.
true. That's really true.
And even like of course family and all, they can be like,
Yeah.
what's which one of your children is successful, and they're like the CEO.
Yeah.
You know,
That's really true. That's really true. Yeah.
it's a little savage from society, but
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
it's like you said, you imagine a guy in a suit, so I think that's the standard for
Yeah.
successful.
Yeah. But that definitely needs to change. And yeah, hopefully today
We
we
can break
can
down,
work on
yeah.
that.
Do you think so depending on what you consider success, but either way is always like achieving a point. Even doesn't matter like how high, you need to achieve like a standard point for you to be happy with it. So do you think to be successful and to have like the courage to get to that point and hustling, that it's a certain personality type that will allow you to? Do you think there are people that are not built to be, I don't know, CEOs, successful, have their own business, whatever success means?
That's really hard, to be honest. I feel like if there are people that are not built to be, first of all, let's reshape the successful thing. If I think that there are people that are not able to achieve what they want because of their personality, yes.
Yeah.
And but I think it can be either because they think that they are not enough and that's what's blocking them, or yeah. Yeah, if we're talking about personality, of course it can be other thing like not having enough money to achieve what they want. But yeah, personality wise, I think that there are some types of personality that may not allow you to become successful, because by thinking that you are not enough, by always like doubting yourself, not putting enough work into it because you
Hmm.
think it's going to be a failure from the start. um yeah, I think in that case, I think yes.
Yeah, I think so too. And obviously it depends on success. So I think probably the problem here is that we have like this standard image for success, but maybe everyone can achieve it. It just looks different for everyone, and that person is trying to get like the CEO
Yeah.
image
Yeah.
instead of what she's capable of, or what she really wants. But if we're looking at standard image of like having your own business, being like a hustler, CEO, whatever, then I think there are personalities that are more cut for it,
Yeah.
more impulsive, more like if you want to start a business or be more active into doing your own thing, you need to be more impulsive and you need to not have a lot of second guesses. You just need
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have a lot of doubt in
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
themselves,
Yeah.
so it
Yeah.
makes it harder to achieve those things. But of course, maybe there's something else they can achieve, and also they can work on themselves.
Of course.
Like, for example, I always say this: my boyfriend wants to start something like a project of his own, although he works for a company, and he always have that dream. But he's like, in terms of personality, he's like the opposite of me. So I'm very impulsive and I do stuff even if they are like half-ass. I
Yeah.
just do them. And he's a very much perfectionist, so he would like work on the small details and then he never puts it out
Yeah.
because he was never like happy, or he gives up in the
Mm-hmm.
in the process. So he was always like saying that he envies that part of me, but then he started working on himself and therapy and all, and he's trying to get to that point. So I don't think it's impossible for someone that it's not a hustler by nature to get there. It's
Yeah.
possible,
No.
but there's a lot of work to be
Of
done.
course, I think so too. Because I feel like there's this part of within you that says that you shouldn't risk it all, that it's gonna be a failure, and I feel like those types of person have that voice really loud, and then
Mm,
the other ones have other voices really loud. I
yeah,
imagine it that.
but it is like that. It
Yeah,
weights more.
exactly.
Yeah, I have some
Yeah,
stuff like that. I have like social anxiety. So usually I'm very shy, but like because of my work, there were times where my work weighed so much more and the
yeah.
things that I wanted to achieve weighted more. So I put myself in like events, I traveled alone, stuff like
Yeah.
that, just because it weighted more.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so maybe that other type of personality
Wouldn't put
wouldn't,
themselves in that
yeah,
position.
in the
Yeah.
balance. But yeah, I think it's possible if you really want it. Might be harder for certain personalities, but I think all of them can work hard for it.
Yeah, I think so too.
But even if you have the personality, or if your work on your personality is for success and to make it happen, even so, even if you have the most hustler personality,
Yeah.
there's gonna be time where you're not motivated to do it. So how do you surpass
That.
those times?
Yeah. I think it's really hard. I think sometimes for me, I think I need to distinguish why I'm not motivated first. Am I tired? Am I not motivated because the results lately have not been what I feel like I was expecting? No. And I feel like this applies to every job. Like, are you not motivated because your boss hasn't been like telling you that you're doing a good job? Um, are you like in a burnout? It could be.
True.
Um, so yeah, I think first, or are you really unhappy? Like, are you not enjoying what you do anymore? So I think you need to go to the source of why you're not motivated anymore. And I think that each one of these options has different ways of working on them.
Yeah,
Don't you
exactly.
think?
I think the same. I was like writing it down so I can talk about the stuff you said, because I think all of them are different categories and they are all very smart. So, first of all, I think the best looking and the easiest to fix is that you're just tired or
Yeah.
something. You need a rest, because that happens to us
Yeah.
a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we are overworking ourselves, and I feel like when we are overworking, creativities go like
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
second time goes down the drain, and it was not even success.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're tired, if you're overdoing it, the more artistic part will just fade away, and that can lead to burnout, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But the results are the thing that I think is the most tricky, because if you're doing what you love and you're motivated, but you suddenly feel unmotivated because you're not getting the results,
Mm-hmm.
is hard. For I think it's the hardest one.
I think so
Just
too.
imagine you're finally had courage to build your own brand or whatever, and then the results are not there, the
Yeah.
sales are not there.
Yeah.
As much as you're motivated, it is
Yeah.
gonna get to a point that you're gonna feel like Should I give up?
Yeah, because I feel like as much as you love it, as you were saying, as much as it makes you happy doing it, if the results are not balanced with that, uh, you might start second guessing yourself. Like, why am I
Exactly.
doing this? Maybe I should be doing something else. Um, Maybe I'm just wasting my time, even though I love doing it, but it's not leading me anywhere.
True. That's
Um,
the hardest one to
that's
fix.
the hardest one to fix. And I feel like to usually what I've been doing so far is to keep going,
Yeah.
and it's been working, but it can get to a point where it stops working, you
Yeah.
know? And yeah, I don't know what advice I would give in that case.
I think my advice would be that if the results are not there, even if it's like sales, likes, uh, I don't know, clients, whatever, um, it's actually an opportunity. You can look at it as an opportunity because if they are not there yet, you still have a lot of room to experiment,
Yeah, maybe
you
you
know?
just need to swift your attention somewhere else, or
Exactly.
to change a little bit the way you're doing, and not like what you're doing itself,
Yeah, you
like
can experiment a lot because maybe, like, for example, in our case, in the influencer world, wherever you're like starting, and your passion can be fashion, like our passion is fashion, but I think if the results weren't there, I would be also doing hair, I would also be doing makeup, I
yeah.
was doing like whatever, because maybe one of them will push you even if it's not the thing you like the most, but then you can introduce like the new audience to what
Yeah.
you love.
What you love, yeah.
And here is the same, like for every time we start a new project like this podcast, we start from ground zero. It doesn't really matter if you're already successful in another field.
Mm-hmm.
So I see it. If we had a lot of views and we were very famous on the podcast, hope that happens one day,
Yeah.
it would be harder to experiment. I would feel a lot of pressure to, I don't know, start a new game,
Yeah.
start a new intro. It would be like people are already attached. And here we can experiment a lot because we're still in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, yeah, take it as an opportunity. And even if you
True.
have a brand and your idea is to sell, I don't know, shoes, but it's not, the sales are not coming, try some accessories first. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And it definitely has its good side, because it's what you're saying. We're still experimenting here, and we're having a lot of fun, you know?
A lot. Yes.
So it's the same with you. Maybe you think that you were meant to be doing shoes. Maybe if it's not working and you switch to bags, maybe you're gonna find that you really, really love it, and that you were made to be doing that. Um, so yeah, that's a really good advice.
Yeah, you can discover that you love something else, or no, you can discover that actually shoes were your passion and you're kind of like selling your soul a little bit, but maybe you're gonna get like the audience for them to
Yeah.
be able to do what you love.
And you were talking a lot about like creativity, and do you think that like do you think that you already mentioned that if you're tired, it affects your creativity, but where do you think creativity comes from to you?
Okay, so I feel like in creativity, there's a little problem comparing to, I don't know, motivation, for example, or the personality trait. Like, because motivation and personality trait, I believe, like, some people can be more leaning leaning more towards like being super motivated or having personality traits to be a hustler. But for creativity, I don't think you can fake it. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's something that either you're very creative, or it's not like there's someone with zero creativity. I don't think there is, but I
Mm-hmm.
think there are like people who are more like have more fertile brain. And even if you are more creative, it just comes so randomly. It can
That's
come
really
like
true.
before you go to sleep, it can come in the morning. So if you're having a creative block, for example, I think there's stuff you can do to stop overworking yourself for it to be more open to receive creativity
Mm-hmm.
when she decides to come.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot invite her to her home, to your
Yeah.
home. She
Mm-hmm.
just comes uninvited, and you just need to make yourself comfortable and free for her to come back, but she's not like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not a thing. She
Hmm.
doesn't come every Monday at 6
No.
o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you described it like really, really well. Um, and I feel like it must be really, really hard to deal with creativity block that
Yeah.
lasts
It never happened to me, but
months.
it's like
Yeah,
my
same.
biggest fear.
Yeah.
But it happened to me like small blocks,
Yeah.
especially like you were saying when you're tired, or um I feel like when I'm doing it a lot, if I try to do to force it a lot, then
Yeah.
it stops.
Yeah.
So sometimes I need to, like we were saying the other day, we love to do vacations and holidays and take a lot of content and then chill at home. That
Mm-hmm.
period of time that I'm home, my brain kind of resets. I really want to scroll again on my
Yeah.
Pinterest, on my TikTok. I really want to like do some research.
Yeah.
And if I'm always working and shooting and trying to be creative, then I don't have that time to feed,
No.
because your
Yeah.
brain needs to be fed for you to be able to then produce.
I think so too. I don't understand how there's people that can like create content every single day
Yeah,
and
exactly.
every single day. I think it's, I don't know. I really need to stop, and even watching a movie, TV shows, going on walks, uh like everything helps to
Yeah, you need
yeah.
to really feed your brain with
Yeah.
new, I don't know, even a walk can be so
Yeah.
inspiring. You need
Yeah.
inspiration to then uh give creativity, so you
Yeah.
need to inhale inspiration to exhale
Uh-huh.
creativity. I was the other day, my boyfriend reads these self-help books, and I hate those type of books, but he loves it, and he reads like half of it and then ignores. But I was so bored and he was reading that I started like picking, and there was something that was like, thoughts are the poop of the brain. And I love that because it's so true. So you need to feed your brain,
Yeah.
and then thoughts, it didn't say poo, that was just me. It said something similar. So
Something similar. Caca.
thoughts are the cock of the brain. But yeah, so I think creativity is also the poop of the brain. So you need to feed it a lot and a lot of different things. And the more different, the more fun the poop will
Yeah,
be.
I know.
So
That's really true. And you know what? The way my brain works is, for example, uh, if I overdo it in the whole fashion section, for example, I shot a lot of outfits in the same week, I need to rest. I need to sometimes take my mind out of fashion. And it really
exactly.
helps me, like not thinking about fashion. And that's why sometimes during the weekend you're gonna find me wearing just like a pair of jeans and white t-shirt, because sometimes it just feels so good to not to think about that and allow my brain to focus on other things.
So
And
true.
I find myself when I'm focusing on other things, uh I'm like, oh, those shoes that I have look amazing with that top, and then I should add like blah blah blah, and then bang bang bang, like
It comes to
yeah,
your
it comes
mind.
to me.
I'm the same, and sometimes people ask me when I do Q&As, like, "What's your biggest inspo? Like, your fashion icon? Where'd you get your inspiration from?" And it's so hard for me to answer because I don't
Yeah.
feel I have like this icon in fashion that I like to, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
copy still looks. And sometimes it's not even from Pinterest, seeing other
No.
people's outfits.
Yeah.
It's just like you were saying, you go for a walk, you see something. Maybe I'm seeing like a horror movie, but the person is wearing like red and green and it works out. And
Yeah.
tomorrow I want to do the same, even if the style is
Mm-hmm.
totally different. So, yeah, you need to feed the brain with a lot of different things. Research is very, very important
Mm-hmm.
too.
I agree. And do you think you need to allow yourself time to do that research as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Time is very important, and having just free time to go to the movies, to watch a series, to go for a walk, like you were saying, to scroll down, like even social media. Sometimes we need to find sounds. Sometimes even I'm watching a movie and an old sound comes up that is not
Yeah.
even trending, but I'm like, wow, I really want to use this music. I forgot
Yeah.
about this song. I really
Uh-huh.
want to use it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can come in a lot of different formats, but you need to put yourself out there and feed yourself with info.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I feel like you need to kind of include in your routine time for yourself
Yeah,
and
because all
time.
these different things that you're feeding your brain for then the poop coming out, that will also define your kind of poop.
Yeah.
So maybe you're gonna be a purple poop and I'm gonna be a pink poop.
Yeah.
And that's gonna make you so unique. It's like
Yeah.
your thing because it's a combination of what you listen to, the movies you watch,
What you read.
what you read.
Yeah, the conversations you have.
Yeah.
Like,
Your family, your
yeah.
boyfriend, like everything will make you
Yeah.
you. And I know it can sound like it's not gonna be mirrored in your outfits because it's just clothes, but it is.
Yeah, I think so too.
It is
Yeah.
your whole history, who you were, who you are now, who you're gonna be, like everything. Your poop is very unique.
Yeah.
Everyone has a unique poop.
You go, girl.
You go. Oh, but I feel like also something that can be a, do you think like having a routine? So someone that wakes up at certain time and goes to work, whatever, it's harder to be creative that way.
um, I don't think so. I don't think so. I actually think they're separate things. I feel like if you're a creative person, uh, of course, if you have like a really sad routine, as in you go to work from
Sad or set?
sad,
Sad?
sad,
Sad routine?
as
Okay.
in you don't do things that feed your soul,
Okay. So
that's
you're
gonna
almost like
kill.
being a zombie.
Exactly. But that, to me, that's not connected with the routine itself. You could not have a specific routine and still have your creativity killed by
Mm,
not doing the things that you should do. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Um, I just feel like in that routine, you need to insert things that feed your creativity, as we were
Mm,
saying. Even though you need to wake up at 7, go to the gym, and then go to your office job, maybe when you're done, you can go to the movies. You can like go home and watch a movie. You can paint. You can do something that gets your soul happy, but still have your routine. I don't think
yeah.
I don't think it's connected.
Well, I think if you have a 9 to 5 job, wherever, and you still can have freedom
Yeah.
after or before,
Mhm.
whatever. But I do feel that for me at least, I like to have a lot of space for improvisation because I feel
Yeah.
like I need to trust my gut. And I don't like to feel trapped by routines.
Of course.
So I don't know. I remember we worked together for a long time, and there were periods of time where we're shooting Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and
Mhm.
whatever. And I remember even once having almost a burnout and telling you that I needed like less shooting days. And I think it's because I wanted to open space
Yeah.
for that improv. But I know not all jobs allow you to do
Yeah.
that. So I'm lucky enough that I can do that sometimes. And like this week, we are doing working 5 days on a
Mhm.
row because we really need the content. But then I need to have next week to reset.
Yeah.
If I needed to do another week like this,
Yeah.
my creativity will
Yeah.
collapse.
And
So
we were already saying that we are starting to get tired from this
exactly.
week. And it was Wednesday. Yeah. And I was already like, I need to rest. I need to like chill. Uh but yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think a routine can be a creativity killer, but
But I don't
there's way
think,
around. There's
yeah.
some ways around it.
Yeah.
Make space for improv, and if just trust your gut. Like if you work from 9 to 5 and you're leaving 5 till 8, imagine, for improv,
Yeah.
and your idea is to do artistic things, just go to the movies, paint. But that day you feel just like laying in bed.
Mhm.
You should, because
Yeah.
sometimes I know you want to like feed your brain, but if your brain needs to be like do a full
Rested.
reset,
Yeah.
you should.
I
I try to
agree.
listen to my gut
Mhm.
always.
Me too.
So you're successful. Missy P is successful.
Thank you.
And although you consider yourself successful, do you have any advice for your younger self, or in a scenario where you could start from zero back, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago? Would you do anything differently, and would you give any advice to young Sophia?
I would say to not to herself, to her, not. Okay.
Third time.
This English today is not really good, is it? Okay. I would tell her to stop doubting herself because even though I did get to where I am by trusting my gut and
Yeah.
following my heart, I feel like there was moments where I was really struggling. I
Mhm.
was really like second guessing myself. I still do, everyone does, I think. But I would tell myself to not do that
Yeah.
and to really trust myself. So I don't think I would do anything differently, but I would do it more confidently.
Yeah. But
you
I
know?
to be honest, I think that's a great advice, and I'm on the outside looking at your road to success, and I can see that difference because I know like self-confidence was something you struggled back then, and I remember like you saying bad stuff about yourself, and I was
Yeah.
like, what are you
Yeah,
saying?
you were the first person like telling me, don't say that.
Yeah,
You were
because
like
we were
shocked, and I was
shooting,
like,
and she thought
what?
it was so normal because we were shooting. And like, "Ah," and she was like, "I'm so stupid. Look at this. Why did I do this? I'm so stupid." And I was like, "What the hell? What are you saying?"
She was really shocked, and I was like, I'm so sorry.
Like, why are you calling yourself stupid for like doing, I don't know, the wrong pose or spilling some coffee, whatever. So, and you don't say that anymore.
Mhm.
Usually not as regular, at least. So I can see that difference in your self
Thank you,
confidence.
thank you. Because you were right, as always. But
Ooh.
yeah, it is really true. The same way that you feed your thoughts and your poop comes out, I feel like you also feed your own brain.
Yeah.
And if you tell yourself bad things about yourself constantly, you're gonna start to believe that. So yeah, it's something that I started to work on, and yeah, you guys should too if you do it.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think it really makes a difference.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I would say to my young self just to yeah, just follow my gut always, and also to that everyone has their own pace,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like it's easy to just compare and imagine, like even now imagining my own path, I can compare with other people and say like it took me 5 or 6 years and some people get it in one.
Yeah.
So start hustling more, do it earlier, but that's so toxic. I wouldn't want to
Mm-hmm.
say that to
Yeah.
Lil Iris.
To little irons.
So I would say, yeah, you have your own path and it's gonna be okay. You're gonna work hard and you're gonna, yeah, some people get it in 1 year, but I don't know, maybe 5 years can be more fun.
Yeah. True. I think so.
So it doesn't
Everyone
matter
has their
your
own.
age, doesn't matter anything. Everyone has their own
Uh huh.
path.
I think so too.
It's all about the
It's all
journey.
about the journey.
Exactly.
So pretty. So magical.
And the poop. The journey and the poop.
Okay, and speaking about journeys, should we switch a little bit our journey here and
Yeah.
start playing
Make a
some games?
turn.
Should we play some games?
It's not even properly a game, but it's
No.
something that it's not new to this party.
No.
It is
Undress
undress
the
the scenario.
scenario.
Sexy voice. So here we have a couple imagined scenarios. So this is just made up scenarios. And we're gonna analyze how we would advise this person, or if it was us, how we're gonna act. So all this is related to success, motivation, stuff like that. So maybe we can touch on different things that we haven't already by reading these scenarios. Do you want to start?
Yes, I do. So, this is the first person. We're gonna call him Ryan.
Okay, Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. Hello. I'm 40 years old and recently unemployed.
I think you should read with Ryan voice.
No,
Is that
you
Ryan
don't
voice?
want to see that.
I would love it.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Ryan.
I'm 40 years old and recently unemployed.
Mhm.
My father's company, where I always worked, went bankrupt. I don't know what my passions are, and I've never made an effort to discover them.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn
Okay,
right.
Ryan. Not
Okay.
making it easy for you, are you?
Now, I feel like I never achieved anything in my life. I worked for so many years doing the same job that now I feel
Two towers.
too tired to discover what I would love doing. Do you think I will eventually?
Oh,
Oh, poor
Ryan.
Ryan.
So Ryan
Okay.
is 40, still young, unemployed.
Actually, I want to touch on that. It's never too late to discover what you love.
Yeah. No age for
No
success.
age, yeah. Um, you can be 40, you can be 60, you can be 70.
Okay, no, sorry. Sorry. I'm like laughing not because of that, because Ryan Ryan I'm so sorry. Ryan is unemployed.
What? Unemployed. So what? I'm not getting it.
Sorry. After working for his dad, so his dad fired him basically. I'm so sorry,
No,
Ryan. Ryan.
it went bankrupt. It went bankrupt.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the father's company got bankrupt, so he's
So
unemployed.
the father is
For a moment, I
father
thought
is
it was
lost as
really
well.
tough for Ryan.
They're both lost.
I'm like, fuck, not being fired by your own dad,
You're
Ryan.
like, damn, not even your dad loves you.
Oh my god. Okay, that explains it. Sorry for my little moment. Okay, so he was working for his father for the longest time, and only now that he went bankrupt that it's like starting to think that maybe he should have done something differently.
Okay, so yeah. First things first, as we were saying, it's never too late. So I would never focus on age and on what you've been doing previously, because if it's not the direction you want to go, uh, that doesn't matter anymore. Like, you shouldn't be looking that way. You should focus all of yourself into finding out what you want to do next.
Yes. I still have like I'm still thinking about the father. I'm so sorry. Yes, agree. Keep
Agree.
going.
So in this case, and this applies to everyone, like if you're studying something you don't love, or if you just finished and you figured out that you don't want to do anything with your
Yeah.
degree, because that happens a lot. You might have studied something and then discovered that you don't want to do anything with that. um I feel like in this case, you just need to really focus all of your time into, if you can, of course, if you have the means to, and finding out what you love.
Yeah.
As in, do sports one day, try a new like hobby the other day, visit like a, I don't know, like a shop that you like a coffee shop that you like, so many things that, like the flower shop, maybe you would love to work at a flower shop. I don't know, like just get yourself involved in as many different things possible,
Exactly.
and talk to as many people you can. And I'm sure, well, hopefully that's the path to go.
Exactly. And sometimes even if you're doing something that you don't like for the longest time, like Ryan, you still gain some skills. So I don't know which company you was, but imagine if you was doing, I don't know, selling cars, whatever.
Mhm.
At least maybe Ryan gained the skills to be a good seller, and now if he likes soccer and wants to do um a new soccer club, he wants to sell soccer equipment, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe you're going to be good at selling in a different area and put your skills to work in what you love. And also sometimes people are like, I'm 40 and my passion was always like soccer, and now I'm not going to be a soccer player at 40. Like, I'm not going to start now. And that's obviously, you can do that. You can play as a hobby. You're not going to be a professional soccer player if you start at 40. But if that's your passion and it's too late, then you can somehow have a related to the
Yeah.
sport thing,
Yeah, of course.
maybe you're not a good soccer, but
Yeah.
you're gonna be scouting soccer
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
players,
yeah.
you're gonna be
You can
selling
manage,
equipment,
yeah, manage a
manage.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So many things that you
think
can
about the
do.
hobbies you like and try to move in that direction, putting your skills to work, because I'm sure Ryan has some skills.
Yes. Oh my god. You were really good with your words now. Think about the hobbies you like and put in your skills and
Thank you so much. After my
slay.
little moment, I had to make it up for
Slay.
it.
You
Ryan,
totally
I'm
did.
so sorry.
So yeah, do you think we're done with Ryan?
Yes. Now it's my turn to have a different voice.
Okay.
So this is a girl
Mm-hmm.
called Mila.
Okay. Mila. Talk to me.
Hi, girls.
Hi, girl.
I'm 24-year-old and I finished my degree, but I don't know if it's the area I want to pursue. My family paid for my studies and I feel I owe them that, but in the other hand, my dream is to be an artist. The problem is that I don't know how to start publishing my art and how to discover my audience. What can I do, girls?
Ooh. Okay. First of all, I don't think you owe your family anything. If anything, you owe them your happiness. You know?
Mm,
Like they deserve to see you happy. Um so yeah, they might get mad if you decide to do something else. Um yes, they might not be happy about it, but in 10 years time, I don't think it's going to matter if they're happy or not, and what's going to matter if you're happy with your life, because at the end
true.
of the day it's your life. So I think we have that regarding to your family, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree. And I think just like Ryan, our friend, he worked for the longest time in the same company, so he gained skills. But in school, you're also gonna gain a certain skills, even if the area is completely different. Like
Mm-hmm.
you had your degree in
Yeah.
something like totally different, and I know you don't apply it on a daily,
Mm-hmm.
like economics. Was it
Yeah.
economics? Yeah, but even so, maybe you have the discipline. Maybe you
Yeah.
have like something
Mm-hmm.
that you're more like you're never late. You're like a hustler. You want to work every day. Wake up early. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you have something from all those years,
Mm-hmm.
and cannot be like, I don't know, really economics, but it's something else.
Yeah.
That you maybe you're more mature
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
than other
Mm-hmm.
people. So yeah, I think it's not a total waste what they paid for you, and maybe you have that as a backup also if the art doesn't work. I don't know the degree Mila has, but maybe it will pay off sometime. And like you're saying, the family feeling like you own. I understand, like, if you got paid
Yeah.
for a degree and then as soon as you finish, you already know it's not your thing. Like, you could mention that earlier. It's a lot of money. I understand the pressure. But yeah, just talk to them and say that you're gonna pursue something first. And if that doesn't work out, you always have the backup of the studies, so it's not
Yeah.
totally going to waste.
Yeah. Or you can always find, you can get a part-time job in what you love and a part-time job in the other thing, you
Oh, that's
know?
true. Yeah.
Like you can find a way to introduce them without leaving that thing first, because I also don't know your situation. Like maybe you still live with your parents, maybe
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to just go pursue what you love from like starting Monday, you know? Um so yeah, you can always try to introduce your art slowly into your life without leaving the cert
Yeah.
the not cert, how do you say, the certain thing? I don't know.
Yeah, this is something.
Yeah. Um
I agree, because also pursuing your dream sometimes involves also an investment. So she wants to be an artist. I don't know if it's like painting or whatever, but I'm sure if it's illustration, painting, it's gonna require materials, a computer, whatever. And as soon as you finish your degree and your parents paid for it, if you're gonna say, I'm not gonna do this that you paid for, but I also needed to pay for a new tablet, a new computer, a new pen, a new
Yeah.
canvas, it's not gonna look great. So yeah, a part-time in your area, or a part-time, even if it has nothing to do, I don't know, just Burger King, for you to say, okay, I'm not gonna ask you for any more money. I'm sorry that I wasted that one. It's like my backup, but for now, I'm gonna try to sponsor my own artwork and try to, um, yeah, pursue
I
that.
agree.
And about the fear of, I don't know how to start publishing, Mila says,
How to start
um,
publishing my art and how to discover my audience.
just
Social
post
media,
art. Yeah,
girl. Social media can get you so far now. I feel like it. Like, just be able to show your art on TikTok, on Instagram.
true.
I don't know.
I love social media and the internet because it's so democratic. So before there was like an elite, and it was easier for people have like a good family and good money to start their own businesses because they had the contacts. But now, like, you have like small business, small painters, small artists using, I don't know, TikTok. Oh, TikTok is huge for like small businesses
Yeah. Yeah. It
and
can
for like,
totally change your business life.
yeah,
You
like
can
small coffee shops, stuff that
sell
open.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can sell out. A
Yeah.
lot of people discover the tiniest places.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes whenever we are traveling, we go to such like a small town to go for something really
Yeah.
specific we saw on TikTok.
And sometimes not even the people that live there
No.
know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um but yeah, social media can really change your life. So yeah, maybe you should invest in that if you want to showcase your art. And it's actually a really nice way of getting to people without having to spend money on like a website or promoting in any other
Yeah.
way.
Just
It's
imagine
cheap.
before you had
It's
to like
free.
pay for magazines and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Pay for an ad.
Go, Mila, just publish.
Okay, do you think we're done with Mila?
Yeah. I'm so cold today. I'm getting myself cozy here. So next, which voice I'm gonna do with this one? I'm 20. Oh, by the way, this is
Laura.
Laura. Hi, I'm 22 years old and I have enough money to live my life comfortably. My family runs a real estate business, and me and my siblings both follow that career. I actually love real estate and I consider myself really successful at it. But I've been accused before of having it easy for being born in this family. How do I know if I'm real successful or just born into it?
Ooh, that's the case of a Nepo baby.
It's a Nepo
It's a
baby.
Nepo baby.
Laura is a Nepo baby.
No shame, though.
No shame at all. I think it's really good and privileged to be born into that.
Exactly.
Um,
And I
and
think it can happen sometimes that it's not on the genes, but I see some families where, I don't know, the dad is a singer, mom is a singer, and then the daughter is good at singing too, and it's like a singing family. So I don't know with real estate, but it can happen too that they are all really good sellers though.
yeah, because maybe your dad and your mom, I don't know, one of them, both of them, since the beginning have showed you how it works.
Exactly.
So you naturally have
That inside.
that inside and you're naturally good at it because it's been in your life for so long. And I think the same thing with singers and models that are,
Yeah.
like Kaya Gerber, they say that she's a Nepo baby, Hailey Bieber. So because they were born into it, they've been doing it for so long that obviously they're gonna get good at it. And
And
but I
it's
also,
definitely easier
yeah,
too. And there's
exactly.
nothing wrong with that. And I think it would take a lot of heaviness of the Nepo baby if people just accept that and assume that they are privileged, because there's nothing wrong to it. It's good. I think everyone would love to be born in a way that it doesn't face any hustles or
Uh-huh.
troubles, right? So
Yeah.
it's good, but just you can assume that you definitely had it easy, but that doesn't mean that you're doesn't have what it takes to be successful on your own. Maybe
Yeah.
you could start brand new and still make it as big as your parents.
Uh-huh.
But if it's affecting you, and I feel like if she's because she says I've been accused, so if it's other people I would ignore. But if it's affecting you and you love to know how you would do on your own, maybe I would start my own company.
Yeah, if you think that it affects like do how you feel about yourself and how you see yourself. But to be honest, I wouldn't focus on that. I wouldn't focus on am I really successful or is this because of my family? I don't think that's relevant. I think
Yeah,
like if you're happy, if you enjoy what you're doing, I don't think you should be caught up in those details.
just to prove a point.
You know, I think
Yeah,
that's really irrelevant. The same thing when Haley came out and wore a t-shirt saying Nepo baby,
yeah,
and she got like paparazzi shots all over because I think she was just like proving a point. She was like, yes, I am, because I feel like it must be actually be really hard, and I feel like you can't win.
yeah.
Maybe
It's
because if
hard.
you admit that you are a Nepo baby, it's almost like you are saying, yeah, I suck and I'm only famous because of my family.
Yeah,
um but if you don't admit, it's almost like, I don't know. I think you can't win.
it's hard. I agree with you, and it doesn't mean that that Nepo baby, whoever it is not talented or couldn't make it on their own. But of course, they just have it easy because if you think even like Haley or Kendall, it's not that they couldn't be models, but I think they had it easier than
Yeah,
other
of
because there are
course.
so many beautiful women and talented women in models that would like to be on that level and they have it harder. That's
Yeah.
just the truth. But it doesn't mean that they suck at it, that they are
No,
bad models. Sometimes
exactly.
it can happen. There are some
Yeah.
people who I think, like, okay, I'm gonna give my opinion on this, but like we seen Blue, Beyonce's daughter, on stage. And first time she came on stage, it was really bad. In
Yeah.
my opinion, it was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Beyonce would never like hire a dancer like that. Never.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, Blue is there because she's her daughter only, not
Mm-hmm.
because of the dance skills, obviously. Um, but I think at the same time that she one day she can have the level that she would be hired by Beyonce, but she doesn't have now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's only there because of the family. But in other cases, some people are really really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
guess it depends.
And in that case, that you're really, really good, you're kind of destined to like be hearing that
Yeah,
all
all
the
the time.
time. Like, oh, you're only doing that because you're a Nepo baby and you're not talented. Maybe you really are talented, but you're gonna hear it, you're gonna get it anyways. So I think you're just
Yeah,
gonna have to live with it. That's why I was saying, like, maybe you shouldn't focus on, am I really successful or is this my family? Because it is what it is. And you were
exactly.
born into it and you're really lucky, and it has consequences. You have consequences
Yeah.
with it. And this is
And
one of them.
everyone would take the opportunity because
Yeah.
of course being from out the outside and looking at Beyonce and the daughter or whatever we can judge, but if I was her daughter and I could have the chance to be dancing on that stage, I would too.
Of course.
So
Of course.
yeah, it
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
people are lucky and you should take advantage of that
Mm-hmm.
for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the only advice I would give is just measure if what's affecting you is other people's thinking or if it's your
Your
thought.
own.
If it's your own thought, then maybe you should try to sort it out some way. Maybe therapy or maybe just trying to prove your own self if you think you need. And it doesn't even need to be work, just feel like you can do something on your own that is not even
That's
related
gonna
with
bring
your own.
you your self worth. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna like separate you from your parents and
Mm-hmm.
your siblings, whatever. Everyone is in the same field. So I feel sometimes people can be like, who am I? What values do I bring? What do I bring extra from
Yeah.
differently from my siblings and family?
Mm. I agree. This was an interesting case.
It is. Nepo baby.
Nepo baby. And I believe we have a last one.
Very special last one.
Very special, and because it is brought to us by our producer.
We have our first client here live.
Our bro G. Should we say his name here?
Let's call
Do-
him G.
Let's call him G. Okay, I'm gonna read it, and
You're
then
gonna do his voice.
I'm gonna do his voice, and then we can ask questions in person, and we can get to figure out the way he thinks.
Yeah, it's a live lab rat.
Yeah. I was
It's our
gonna
lab
say a
rat.
live therapy session, but okay, let's go with lab rat.
It's our lab rat.
Okay. I'm 25 years old and I love making music.
MCG.
All I ever wanted was to perform and share my music with the world.
Aww.
This is really cute.
That's sweet G.
Aww.
Such a sweet G.
He's a softie. But he's not though, because he sings like metal. And
He sings
really,
male.
really-
He sings male.
he sings really hardcore shit. Anyways. Like it screams.
He screams male.
Yeah. Okay. Even though I have all the gear needed to record my album, including
Okay.
time, I block every time I record and spend hours focusing on the details instead of just recording it. By now, I just feel that deep down I'm scared to finish it and start publish it because I don't know where to start.
All right. So this is also a different case because we've been hearing other people that didn't have like the money, the time to pursue. Now, G has all the gear.
All the gear.
G has all the time. So what's the problem, G?
What's the problem here, G?
Every time do you feel okay? My first question. Do you feel like a boost of creativity? Like I want to sing this, I want to produce this, I want to make music today. Do you feel like that energy, creative boost every time? So you have creativity. You're not in a creative block. You have that energy.
Yeah,
that
but he
impulse.
says that he blocks every time he records. So, but I think that's not a creative block. I think that's fear overtaking everything.
So it's
I think
a
it's
fear of finishing or a fear of because you record without a block. So he says he has a lot of impulse and a lot of creative boost to do things, but he's like starts with some notes on the I don't know one instrument, piano, whatever, and like maybe I should do it on another chord, maybe I should do it on another instrument, and he kind of loses himself in a lot of different possibilities and he can't pick one and he can't finish one song. So he has a lot of creativity, he can not like
focus.
Interesting. So I think G is trying to hug the world all at once instead
Yeah.
of just doing, because I love hearing about music and I see like interviews about artists, and sometimes even with us is the same, like creating. You start with something a little more raw, more natural, more organic, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna, even with us with pictures, we take one, and they're like, we're gonna repeat this into perfection, and then by the end they're like, the first one was better.
And you use the first one.
It happens a lot. Sometimes after repeating, you can
Yeah.
do something better. But a lot of times, the first is the raw. And I was hearing, I don't know which musician I was listening to the other day giving an interview saying that he mumbled something into the mic, just like a melody, and then he started working on it. And after all that, he still used the first one he did in a really shitty mic. So I think you're seek to perfection and you're like, I want to hug the world. There's so many instruments, there's so many options, are like leading you in a way that maybe your first impulse and your instinct was the right one. So maybe you could do that. And if it doesn't work out like how you like it after you publish, if it doesn't get the response, maybe next time you can explore a little more, but at least that one is out. And
Yeah.
it was your gut. So it wouldn't be better if you do it in a different chord because that was your instinct. Just
Yeah.
go with it.
And
That
I
would be my
think,
advice.
I don't know, I think there's a saying about this, but it's better to create it imperfectly than not creating at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, right now you're not creating at all. And that's the worst thing you can do. You really need to put out stuff.
Yeah.
Just
Because
put it
that
out.
little boost you have is your gut feeling, like whatever melody is
Yeah.
playing in your head that you want to do is the right thing,
Yeah.
and you're like taking from it. But I understand it can be hard. I think it's a personality trait, but you can work on it by forcing you to just put it wrongly.
Yeah.
Just put out the bad one, even if you know it's bad.
Yeah,
If you
because
force
then
yourself.
and then you know that you published a bad one and you're gonna be like, fuck, I need to do like a better one now. And then you're gonna post a second one that's gonna be better than the first one. And then you're just gonna keep evolving with that. But yeah, but I feel like the key is to start.
Yeah, and it's the same with us. Like
Yeah.
sometimes in Q&As, people ask like, "What's your favorite outfit you ever done?" And it's always the next one.
It's
I
always
can't.
the next one.
I'm never attached to something that it's in the past. I'm always like,
No.
I'm gonna surpass
Yeah,
myself
yeah.
every time. And I think the same with you. It's good to have imperfection on things because first there's where the beauty lies. So I think people will hear
Yeah.
that, but other than that, you're also gonna surpass yourself every time.
Yeah.
So
I also think that you are always gonna inspire someone. Always.
true.
Not everyone where you see flaws, the other person sees like something that they want to achieve.
Yeah.
And just by that, it's worth to put it out because you inspired someone. And yeah.
Even if it's someone close to you,
Yeah.
like girlfriend, dad, whatever, seeing you do stuff is cool. And also something that can help because, like I was saying in the beginning, my boyfriend also has this problem, and something that I did with him was to make this. He had this kind of like 30-day challenge or whatever that he needs to finish and deliver that, even if it's just for me to see, whatever. He had to do that, and he did in a lot of different aspects to see what he likes. So he tried with sports, with art, whatever. He had like 30 days to finish a book. So you can do that, force yourself, like post a song per month or per week, and you need to really post it, because if you don't, then you're like breaking this routine or this thing that you have like scheduled. So you need to put it out even if it's bad, because if you have a time frame, like when you're studying in school and they give you until Friday to deliver your work, you need to put it out even if it's like shitty.
Yeah, of course.
So
And
it's the same.
If you had until Monday, you would only put it out on Monday.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
So you need to do the same with you.
And you don't have that kind of
Yeah.
trouble in school because there's like a teacher waiting for
Yeah.
the work, and here you don't have like a guidance. That's why so many people earn money as like life coach, because or personal trainers, because if you have an authority,
course.
you respond better.
Of course, that I was saying in the last episode, I only started working out because I have a personal trainer now. And I
Yeah.
know like every time the alarm rings, if I was going to the gym by myself, I was gonna be like, fuck this shit, and I was gonna keep on sleeping. But because I have someone waiting on me, I do it. And it's the best thing I've ever done. But is the process really bad? Yeah. But I'm really happy about it. So yeah, because every time the alarm like rings at 7 a.m., it's the last thing I want to do. But after I do it,
You feel so
I
much
feel
better.
so much better. And I'm so proud of myself.
And you're
Uh,
gaining skills, because I remember we went to Fashion Week, and we were gonna be away for vacation, and you were the one like, I feel bad because I'm not gonna be working out. So it seems like it's mandatory and you have this authority, but it's getting in your veins, in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
system. You
Yeah,
have
yeah.
that discipline now. So I think it's the same if you have that authority, because it's our producer. So the work he does for us, he doesn't miss it. It doesn't miss. He doesn't have this problem. It's just the one that he does for himself, because
Yeah.
there's no authority. So just be your own authority. You need to, or at least show us. You can show us once a
Maybe
week.
we need to be like one song per week. Starting next Monday.
Oh, we're gonna be hearing a lot of good music. All right, it's a wrap for our scenarios.
It's a wrap for our scenarios. And I think we're going to do a really fun game to wrap this episode. I'm really excited about it.
Me too. I'm super excited. So this game we're gonna play is inspired by one of the TV shows that is probably the definition of success,
Yeah.
which is Shark
Shark
Tank.
Tank.
So we're gonna do our own version here, which is gonna be
Shark Sank.
Shark Tank.
Because we're going to be two sharks. And one of us is going to sink.
The idea is one has a very weird product that we don't know which product it is. Going to be a surprise. So we're going to read the product, and then after reading our really hideous product, we're going to pitch that product into our
Yeah.
Shark Tank CEO. So imagine I'm going to pitch my really weird product to Sophia, and then the reverse is gonna happen. And by the end of it, you guys are gonna vote in the comments who wins and who is basically sank.
Yeah.
Who's gonna drown.
Yeah. Who sold the product more
Better.
efficiently? But yeah, should we have time?
Should we have? No, I think we're not gonna be that long. Okay, we're gonna start. I'm the first pitcher. Hi.
Hello.
See you, Sophia.
Hello. What's your product? Where are you gonna sell today?
So nice to meet you, by the way. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you. I know.
So, I bring you something today that I know you want. So, I'm really happy because I think it's a match made in heaven.
Okay.
So, I'm looking at you and you look so beautiful with those glasses.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel they have a lot of like blue light that is interfering with the camera. Don't you feel that sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
I have ones too. Don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're matching today.
We're
We look so
matching.
cute. We look so cute. But these are so annoying because every time that I turn, there's this blue, this reflex. So the product I bring you today is is prescription glasses without lenses.
Wow. How does that work?
They are so trendy right now. Everywhere we see them, we have the high fashion Miu Miu, have Bella Hadid, rocking the library look.
Mm-hmm.
But these reflexes, it's awful for pictures, awful for your eyesight, because if you don't need the glasses, the extra glass, it's really damaging your eyes. I don't know if you
Okay.
know, but people can go and like your eyes can be crooked. You know, if you wear a lot of fake prescription glasses, your eyes can start like facing different ways, and then you have one looking straight and the other one looking left. You don't really want that, do you, Sophia?
But I also don't want people to notice that my glasses don't have lenses on.
No one will notice.
I don't want to
because-
do like, ooh.
But imagine you have something in your eye. You want to like scratch it. It's so much easier because you just poke your finger and you can scratch all you want. You can retouch your makeup and it doesn't look like it. It looks exactly the same in pictures, everything, you know?
Mhm.
So it's just a really beautiful prop to enhance your beauty. Your
Okay.
eyes are gonna be look more sharp in your pictures. It's just amazing, and you can buy like so many. They're much cheaper,
Much cheaper.
much cheaper. There's so many beautiful designs that I have. So these are called lunatics.
Wow.
So if you buy lunatics,
I'm sold.
you're gonna look yes. You're gonna look like a queen.
You're gonna look yes.
Look yes.
I'm sold. You're such a good speaker.
Thank you so much.
I think you would kill it on Shark Tank.
Yeah, I think so too. Lunatics is a great product. I think.
Wow. 10 out of 10.
It's just for lunatics, but it's great.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I'm gonna tell you the other ones that I had to pick from. So I picked the prescription glasses without lens. The other was cup full of holes in it.
Oh,
So my mind is
interesting.
like, it's not something that doesn't exist because you can do that for pasta though.
Yeah. And for to hang your toothbrushes, you know?
It's true.
Mm.
Exactly. Then we have only one sock, just one.
That's kind of handy because I have socks that sometimes have holes on one of them and then they both get thrown away.
That's smart. That would be an easy peach.
True.
And then a lighter that shuts water. It makes
You
no
may
sense.
be thirsty a little.
Thirsty? Oh, but it's a
Thirsty.
lighter. Yeah. Fire and
It's yeah. It's a really small bottle of water in the shape of a lighter. Okay, now it's my turn. Okay. Hello, Miss Iris.
Hello.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good, but kind of busy, so make it quick.
Okay. So I have a very interesting product to be selling to you today. And I based it off by researching the latest year trends.
Hmm.
And you know how crazy people were with the big red boot
Yes.
by
Crazy.
Miss Chief, don't you? Yeah. That's why today I'll bring it to you a boxing glove that you can use casually.
A boxing glove?
That you can use casually.
Okay, like a
Okay.
fashion accessory?
Exactly. Hear me out, okay? I feel that in this moment your extremities are really cold.
They
aren't
are really cold.
Aren't they? If you were wearing these gloves, you wouldn't have that problem. Because let me tell you about the functionalities of these boxing gloves, okay?
Okay.
Besides looking amazing and coming in very colors,
A lot of
in
colors.
a lot of colors, okay? They are thermal and you can easily remove the bottom parts and text. You will still have the bottom part hanging, but you will test
Okay.
and still have a very, very light skin on top of your own skin that is going to keep your hands very, very warm. Okay.
Mhm.
Besides that, I studied a lot about you, and before coming, I know how it can be triggering to be shooting on the streets
Okay.
in Portugal and somewhere else. Okay.
Oh, that's
And
true.
I know how many people are like testing you and coming on your nerves, okay? And
True.
how handy would it be? How handy? Huh?
How
handy would
handy.
it be
Wow.
to have the boxing glove ready at any minute and punch the next guy?
Wow. I can be arrested though.
How handy would
How
it be?
handy. It would be handy, not gonna lie.
No, well,
So they work
yeah,
great as boxing gloves too. So they are not
exactly.
just props.
Not just props.
Mm. And
Fashion.
do you think it's gonna be a hit in terms of like
I'm
the looks
sure.
at it?
I'm sure they will because they are even better than the big red boot. They are the
Okay.
big red boot, but like on steroids.
And can
you know?
I hold like a cup of coffee?
You can.
Just opening the bottom compartment.
Exactly. Just opening the bottom compartment.
Hmm.
And you can easily have access to everything.
Okay. Do you imagine yourself in the future for the brand? Does it have a name?
Yes. Do you want to hear it?
Of course.
It's called
It's called
Punchy.
Punchy. I like. It rings a bell.
It rings a bell.
Yeah, punchy.
Punchy.
Yeah. Has a punch to it. Punchy.
Has a punch to
Punchy.
it. Yeah.
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 So is Punchy gonna evolve to having more products in the future?
Of course. Of course. We are thinking of other things. Do you want me to tell you which
Yes,
other items we're going to be having?
I think it's just a sneak peek for me to see the potential of investing
course.
on Punchy.
Yes. So we were also thinking about a hat without the top of the head part.
Wait. A hat without the top?
Of the head part.
Okay, so it doesn't protect you from the sun, neither from the rain. It's just a prop.
Yeah, it's just a pop. But sometimes, hear me out. If I remove this hat
Yeah.
that I've been wearing for 8 hours now,
Wow.
my hair is gonna be a mess. Okay,
Yeah, I bet.
but if I had the top removed,
Okay.
it wouldn't look that bad.
True.
As
True.
bad, you know?
Didn't have to wash your hair
As
many.
often.
Yeah.
Exactly, because my hair gets oily from all of the hats I wear.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have the top,
And it gets
would
easier to
last.
punch
it would last.
with the punching
It
gloves.
is easier to punch as well. It's actually not related.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one of the items we're gonna have. And then a punching bag.
Are you gonna have a punching
We're
bag
gonna have a punching bag
to wear as a purse?
to wear as a bag.
Oh, I love that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Might sell me on that. You can sell as a pack.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sold.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Punchy,
That
let's
was
go.
easy. Thank you, producer. You helped me on the last one.
I love
Yeah.
it. Wow, Punchy and Lunatics are gonna be a success.
Punchy and lunatics.
The
I love
definition
it.
of success.
I love it.
Yeah, you can be just a little delulu and sell whatever you
Sell
want.
everything. Yeah. I wish I had a bit more preparation. But yeah, it was fun.
It was fun, and let us know who wins this game, and also if you would like Shark Sank.
I feel like we keep adding new games. We're like, so we have a new game today.
Shark Sank.
And we never do the same ones. No, we do.
I think it's a success, and I think if you guys like Shark Tank, we could do something like you guys sending us the Lulo products,
And we
you
need
know?
to pitch it to each
and
other.
we need to pitch it. But like
Yeah.
instead of us coming out with the Lulu products, you guys can be the ones that give us the products. So yeah,
Yeah.
let us know if you like Shark Tank and who won, and that's it for success.
That's it for success, guys. So it's time to know what the next episode is going to be about.
Yes, it's my
I
turn
believe
actually.
it's your turn.
Pink ball time.
Pink ball time.
All right. Let's see what we have in here. Oh my god, I'm making a mess. You open it.
I'm going to open it. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. You guys are going to be so happy about this one.
Tell me about
So the next episode is going to be about trends.
Wow, trends.
It's going to be a fashion episode.
We said we were gonna stay away from
Yeah.
fashion, but it's gonna actually be the episode number 30. So
Episode number 30.
number 30
yeah.
next week. So yeah, it's been like we did 30 episodes without fashion. I think we can bring a little glimpse of it, and you guys been asking a lot, so we want to rate your outfits.
We
want
wanna
to
rate
go
your
through
outfits.
everything.
We also want to rate our own old outfits. And actually, one of you guys commented on our last YouTube video saying that. And now this theme comes out, so it's actually really fun.
Oh my god. Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to
A lot of
walk down
research.
memory lane.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
It's going to be so fun. I cannot wait.
We can also judge like celebrity fits too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to work on. I think we can do trends part 2 as well.
Yeah. See you next week.
See
I'm
you next
excited
week.
now.
Thank you for watching. We love you so.
Love you.
Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.